Hi everybody, Michelle with Creative Operation, and I have a project share that I want to just show you today. I'm going to have a lot of links down below to different tutorials that inspired this journal. So this is my newest junk journal that I've made, and this is a version of the flip-flop journals that have been going around. So that's one of the newest kind of things that have been going around, and they're made from envelopes. As far as I can tell, traditionally, or when it started, that's what they're made out of. But I ran across a video just yesterday by Chasing Paper, and I will have a link down below on, it's called How to Make a Flip-Flop Journal the Easy Way. And she basically made it out of pattern paper. And I thought it was just a brilliant idea because it does kind of take some of the time out of making these projects. You don't have to cover the envelopes and do all that stuff. It's just all pattern paper. So anyways, I dug through my stash. Now I have made a bunch of things and I've shared them on my Instagram and I think a couple of them on my YouTube. And since I had like all these bits and pieces made, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to get some things together and actually create this journal. So I'm going to show you what I did with it. It is super chunky and super lovely, and I absolutely adore it. So what I'm going to do is go starting at the front, and then we'll go through this journal. If you haven't seen a flip-flop journal, it's basically an accordion style journal. I'll show you from the top where the papers kind of zigzag, and then you put signatures in each of the folded pieces. The front part for the traditional flip-flop, they use a smaller envelope, and then the rest of the envelopes are the larger kind of business size envelopes. So that's kind of, it's basically styled as that. And again, the gal that I saw the tutorial on how to make it out of pattern paper is Chasing Paper, and I'll have links below. And all of the things in here, if I have links for them, I will put those below as well. So to start off, it's just tied with a simple just wrap of twine, and I just wound it around, and then it comes off completely so that you can enjoy the journal. Now, once I untie it, it just poofs like crazy. So on the front here, I want to show you this particular part here is the first kind of cover page, and this is what is traditionally the smaller envelope, but this is just a smaller piece of the pattern paper. On it, I made a tag that I had shared, just some kind of cluster tags that I had made and I put in my stash. I embellished them with a button and some ribbon here, and did that. And then on this, I added from the original tag that I made a little medallion that I just used one of my punches with. And then I had these cute little lace medallions that I found at a local kind of thrift store. And I bought those, and then I just layered a flower on top of it, and I just put that in the corner, as you can see up here. And this was already pre-made. I just had it like ready to go. So I just pulled a bunch of stuff from, things I've been making. And then I have been making these. This is a little wrapped paper clip. You can see the other side is unwrapped. I set an eyelet in the middle of it, tied a little bit of seam binding, and then added a button and a charm here to it. And I just put that on the front cover because I thought it was really pretty. So when you open it up, because this is just a paperclip decoration kind of thing, I did put a Tim Holtz tag here so that you can do some journaling. The papers are Tim Holtz, and then the papers on the inside are all just dyed papers that I've had. I made a bunch of them a while ago, and I've been slowly using them, and I just added those in there. I did sew the signatures with a pamphlet stitch, and on some of them I did it so that the strings are on the outside, and then some of them I did on the inside, and I left long strings just because I really liked that look. So then here's the smaller section here, and then here's where you get to the larger section. So you can see here's where the paper attaches, and then I made these really cute large page tabs for journals, and this is by Buttons for Brains, and she has a YouTube video on how she created a template for that. And I actually created a template for that, and I have it sitting right here, so that I can do them anytime I want. And she'll show you about that and talk to you about the measurements. But then I just did a bunch of these recently, and I was able to incorporate them into this journal, so I thought they were really kind of cute. So this is a hidden paper clip down here. We've all done hidden paper clips. I didn't did not realize when I did it that I did it upside down. And so I was like, well, now what do I do? Well, I just ended up putting it on the bottom of the page, which was kind of cool because now that creates a bottom page tuck spot on either side to put some tags. So, you know, this is one of my mistakes that kind of actually, you know, turned out to be a good thing because, you know, you've seen them come off the top of the page and the side of the page. I haven't seen anybody do them off the bottom of the page, although I'm sure somebody has. But then I thought, well, out of my boo-boo, that worked out perfectly. So then I just have some more of the papers, and some of them are folded, some of them are not. On this one here, I put this paper clip. Now this one here is by Tracie Fox Creative, and she had a video on slim paper clip slips. S-L-I-P-S is what she called them. And I ended up making some, and I absolutely adore them. So I, you know, again, an eyelet is set on there, and then a button, a charm, a little heart charm, and then one that says choose happy. Now this one is intended to kind of hold some secret journaling, and then you can see on the pamphlet stitching, some of them I left on the inside, but I did leave all the strings. I just love the strings. So then this will keep that kind of secret area kind of closed. And that's why I didn't put anything underneath it on the back side. Okay. These are composition book pages that I tore apart a composition book and used those in the journals, and it worked out perfectly. I coffee dyed all these papers, and I will put the link to the tutorial that I used to coffee dye papers. And it's, I think, the easiest way to do it that I have done, and it's amazing. So I will put a link to that as well. And I forget the lady's name. I'm sorry. I should have written that down. Another one of those page tabs, and I just left the rest of this blank. And then over here, I put one of these paper clips. These are paper clip pockets that Ceri Griffiths did, and I did share these in a tutorial. They're really cute. They're the paper clips, but they also have, well, now I can't get it out, but they have a tab. Good gravy. Or a tag in here that you can put in there. Now this one, it's a little bit tight. The tag that I did with it, I'm going to fix that because that's going to bug me. The tag that I put in there is a time card that I found at a, thrift store. Gosh, I lost my words. And I just cut it into 4 little pieces. And in the video that I shared this in, I talked about that. So I made 7 out of this particular paper that I used, but I just decorated it with some die cuts and things like that. And then again, another signature. Now here I have one of my corner pocket bookmarks that I put in here, and I've done a video on this as well. And then this one here, I did the same thing as I did with the other paper clip. I just kind of tucked it over several pages to kind of have like a secret, you know, journaling spot place that you could have. And it just looks adorable on the page there. I think that's really pretty. So here is another paper clip that I did. I made them out of tickets. And again, just another little secret journaling spot. And I just like how that looked. Back page of this, and then another one of Ceri's paper clip pockets, and then another signature. So it just kind of keeps going. Now, here I did another one of, this is one of my tutorials, hidden paper clip pen holder. So not only is it a paper clip, hold your pen, so I put one in here to show you, but it also does another, you know, holding of some secret papers. And then you can move this around too as you need it through your journal, which I think is kind of cool. I originally had planned on putting it on the back page here. So this is the back page of this whole assembly, but I ended up using another one of the big kind of layered tags that I had made on the back. So I didn't really want to cover that up. This one has a time card here and some tags, library card that I layered, a ticket, little piece of burlap ribbon that I cut the wires off, and then I frayed it a little bit and stuck that down. That was a pretty easy way to use a piece of burlap ribbon. But on the back page then, since I didn't put this guy here, I had coffee dyed a regular envelope, and then I made one out of coffee dyed paper. So I layered the smaller one on here. I put a couple little Tim Holtz ephemera pieces in there, and then I did it on 2 sides so that I could make it a pocket and put a couple more little ephemera pieces here. But then the envelope, I glued it down on the page, the actual flap of the envelope. I added another one of my coffee dyed pages here, and then I just covered it with a spare piece of the paper from making this journal. Okay, so that's the front part. But then, so here's the back of the journal. Okay, we started here and we flipped through like a book, right? Okay, and then the fun part is that now you have like another area that you can journal in. So you have, I made a pocket here out of some Tim Holtz paper, created a tag in here. This is a specimen slide that I created, and then I just decorated a little piece of lace and some butterflies, and then some more papers. Another of the paperclip slips that I have made, and use that on the page to kind of keep it closed. And then here is just a paperclip that I did a offset banner on, and I just, you know, love that. And again, it hides some secret journaling. And here you go. Here is a circle pocket that's been out for a long time, and I'm not really sure where I have seen this before, to tell you the truth. If I find the tutorial, I will let you know, but I know that this has been around for a while. So it's basically just a circle and a half circle, and you glue it and you create a pocket, and then you can put you know, ephemera pieces in there and then decorate it, and it's a really cute addition to your journal. So I did that. Oh, that came out. That's supposed to go up here. So there's a tag here that is a Tim Holtz tag, and then this pocket here is a triple pocket, and I saw this from Kentucky Krafter, and basically it makes, I used it as 2 pockets, but the way that she shows you how to do it, there is a pocket that actually could be behind here, one here, and then one here. So that's why she calls it a triple pocket. I glued it on all the whole back end of it just because I wanted to, but you don't have to. And then I just tuck some papers in there. This is a library card. I just squished it in my hands and wrinkled it up, and then I inked it. And it made it look really old really fast. I didn't coffee dye that one. That's the only piece that's not coffee dyed. And then this is just a tag that I had kind of laying in my stash, and I decorated the front and tucked that in there. And then because this paper clip is up here, I decided to tuck that there. There's lots of places to do your journaling. Another one of the paper clips that I created, where I just wrapped pattern paper around the long side, left the back side open. I set an eyelet right in the middle there, and then I tied some seam binding and added some buttons and a charm. And again, here's another one of my corner paper clips that I created. Makes a great little place to hold that folded piece of paper, like so, and is real pretty. And I think what I'm going to do is make some for the corners and the bottom too, because the cool part is you could add a little bit of glue, and then that could just be a corner pocket as well. So this has a couple different uses for sure. And then here is the pattern paper here, another one of the page tabs, and then you're back to the front of the book. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. So this is again a flip-flop book, and the basis inspiration came from chasing paper on YouTube. I'll have all the tutorial links that I can possibly find for the goodies inside here for you, and I'll have that down below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like kind of from the top. It's so cool. I hope you can see that well. It is just so cool. I love how chunky and beautiful, and all the little dangles and everything that hang off of it is just, it's just gorgeous. All right, so thanks for watching. Stay crafty, and I will see you again soon with more fun stuff. Have a good day. Bye.